4th and goal to go with the 2. 34 seconds left to go in the ball game. This is the play right now. Takes the snap. Targeted goes in. Targeted all alone. And the quarterback keeps. Wow, what a call. Nobody touched him.
Here is Jeff, the host of the Gridiron.
All right, and of course, then you got, I mean, as I was talking about this game, is just, you know, once again, it's just unbelievable. I said, with like 5 minutes to go, we're still winning 20-10. We managed to blow another game, blow another lead. This time, another 10-point lead in the fourth quarter. So once again, should have found a way to win this game. A lot of it also, you know, had to do with, as soon as like Jaxson Dart fumbled the ball, went down, hit his head, got the concussion, came out of the game. Things just really was not the same. Wilson did lead. It was that field goal drive. Now the one that was, you know, that's one of those things right there. We got down to what the hell was it? It was second down and goal at the 1. So we had second at the 1. So we had 2 plays from like, right? We got down there and couldn't punch it in. Very disappointing. We'll have possibly 4 points on the board there. But I can see where Dable wanted to kick it, make it a 2-score game. Put us up by 10 points. Right? I can certainly see that logic. It would stink if you got down there and you didn't score anything at all. So he took the points, went up by 10 points. I can get it. But those 4 points that we left on the field there wound up being huge. The 3 points that we quite possibly left on the field, at least the 3 points, because you figure, you know, we were driving when Jaxson Dart fumbled the ball. He was inside. I think got inside the 20. I think he got inside the 15, maybe down around the 14 or 13, somewhere around there. And then that's when the ball popped out. So, but that was a big change right there. Once we had to put Wilson in there, that's another going to be interesting. Who's going to be starting this week against the Packers? Packers got a good defense. I mean, they held the Eagles in check. I think the final score, was 10-7. There was nothing at halftime. You know, but the Packers got a good defense, and they know the one thing is the problem is with Wilson is that, you know, being Russell Wilson, the problem is being short. He's got to do this over the offensive line, right? Because he's pretty short. Yeah, he gets the ball back and he's got to go on his tippy toes and look over to anybody out there. So the problem is pressure right up the middle. Push the pocket at him, pressure up the middle is not good. So we could be in for a long day if Russell Wilson's in there. That's why I'm kind of thinking, why not start Jameson Winston? I'd love to see Jameson in there. I think he deserves that. Just get the guy in there. Just tall it out. He'll throw the ball. He'll throw the ball to the Packers too, but he'll throw the ball to the Giants. He'll make some things happen, good and bad. So I'm interested to see who's going to. But the one problem is that, you know, when Wilson went in there, it's just. Now, where were we at here? I mean, you see these fourth quarter drives that we had. It was just, we couldn't even turn it. We couldn't even chew up any time on the clock. Couldn't even get like a first down. All right, where are we at here? Okay, in the fourth quarter here. All right, let's see now. Touchdown. Okay, so in the fourth quarter, well, he did lead the Giants to that one long the field goal. They got them down to the 1. Okay, but after that, we went 3 plays for 4 yards. Then we went 3 plays for -8 yards. Then we went 6 plays for 11 yards. So after that field goal, which extended the lead to 20-10. Now you figure the Bears scored with just under 2 minutes to go in the game. We went 3 plays for 4 yards and 3 plays for -8 yards. We couldn't even get a first down. Had we been able to get a first down and maybe keep the clock running, we could have almost ran the clock out on them if we could have gotten a couple first downs. The one thing, the one time we went 3 plays, 8 yards. The Bears kicked the ball off to us. It was 3 minutes and 56 seconds left to go in the game. Had we been able to get a couple, like 2 first downs, we could have possibly ran the clock out. But we had a sack, we got a 5-yard run, then we got a sack, and then a punt. Then, of course, the punt only went 26 yards, which didn't help either. Had we been able to get, just say, a couple of first downs, and it had Jamie Gillen been able to punt the ball down deep, make the Bears drive the length of the field to get a touchdown. But I said the last 3 drives, we had 12 plays for 4 yards. Is that right? Oh, 4 yards. So there were 4. Okay. 12 plays for 15 yards. We had 3 drives after that field goal. We had 12 plays. I guess we got like 1 first down out of it. We got 15 yards. Total of 15 yards those last 3 drives. Wow. The one thing I did like is that, which also goes to show you, when you have the lead, you can kind of dictate what you're going to do. When you're falling behind, it's tough to establish the run. The one thing the Giants did early on, they tried to run not a ton, but they ran the ball because they couldn't do it maybe a ton because Dart was the most effective runner they had. Plain and simple. He was picking up yards. Singletary and Tracy, not so. I think we had like no yards rushing after the first quarter or for halftime, whatever it was. I mean, we couldn't do nothing, but we kept it up. We kept it up. And by the end of the game, I mean, the Giants running the ball wasn't too bad. I mean, we actually had 431 yards of offense. We wound up with 30 rushes for 169 yards. Now, of course, see, Tracy led with 71. Now, had Dart not got a concussion, he might have led the team at rushing because I think he was up to like 60 yards or so, whatever it was. But Tracy, had like no yards running early on, but he kept running and running and running. And we were able to, get the running game going. So we wound up with 169 yards rushing. The Bears had 171. Once again, we gave up 6.1 yards per carry. It's just absolutely atrocious. Absolutely atrocious. Oh, here we go. Here's the Dart play. Gets down. Yeah. Oh, no, that's a touchdown. I'm sorry. That's one of the touchdowns he ran in. So once again, he had another 2 touchdowns there rushing yesterday. They were showing a highlight. I thought it might have been the one where he fumbled the ball. Now, this might be the fumble. Here's the fumble right here. Dart gets down. He gets inside it gets down around like the 18-yard line. The ball pops out. So we were inside the 20, and he fumbled the ball. So that was like 3 points right there we gave up by that turnover. Turnovers were huge. Of course, the Bears got 1. Now they're a plus 14 on the season. They've taken the ball away 20 times, and they've only given the ball up 6 times. The Giants couldn't get a sack, couldn't get a turnover. A sack probably at any key point in time could have been huge. A turnover would have been huge. Couldn't get a sack, couldn't get a turnover. Another one of the reasons why the Giants lost, amongst many. But that one turnover. Once again, every time the Giants have lost the turnover battle, they've lost the game. Plain and simple. Lose the turnover battle, they'll lose the game. Let's say. Let's go to the Giants here. And we'll go this. No, it's not 2-5 New York Giants. Now it's not a huge. A lot of these games, it's like maybe we the turnover was like maybe we were like -1 or so, but we lost the game. So let's go here. All right, now. Okay, the first week against I hate when these pop-up ads pop in there. It's just freaking annoying. Against the Commanders, we didn't get a turnover. We didn't get one. That was nothing. Cowboys game was 1-1. Okay, so even right. Against the Chiefs, we had 2 turnovers. We didn't get a turnover. We lost the game. We had 2 turnovers we got 2 turnovers against the Chargers. We didn't give up any. We won the game. Then we had 5 turnovers to the Saints. Saints didn't give up the ball at all. We still should have won that game, but we gave up 5 turnovers and we lost that game. The next week, the Eagles had 2 turnovers. We didn't give up any. What happened? We won the game. Against the Broncos, we turned the ball over 1 time. That was a huge one. Huge. We had 1. The Broncos didn't have any. What happened? We lost the game. And this week here, the 1 turnover we had was a big one because it probably took at least 3 points off the board. At least 3 points off the board. What happened? We lost the game. The only one was the 1 turnover against the 49ers. We didn't have any, right? We had no turnovers against the 49ers, and the 49ers had 1 turnover, but we still got killed there. But the one nice thing is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Dart's played in 7 games. He started 7 games. 4 of those 7 games, he hasn't turned the ball over. Of course, they had that 1-5 against the Saints. They all were on Dart. But, the one was Cam Scatterbill. That was a 10-point swing, at least right there on that 1 fumble recovery. They ran it back for a touchdown. But Dart's done a very good job at protecting the ball. I don't know what the heck happened on that one, how the ball just kind of flew out of his hand. I don't know. But you lose the turnover battle, a lot of times you lose the game. I said the Giants, kept with the run, and it really paid off in the second half. They were getting some yardage running the ball. But once again, that's what you can do when you're ahead. Right? You can keep up with the run. Keep running. I said, we weren't getting anywhere in the first half. It was like, Tracy or whoever, Motor was getting the ball. It's like, no yards. And it's like, what the hell? Is this the 85 Bears we're playing? The Bears were giving up, I think, 28 points a game. They were giving up some yards. They were giving up the points. We can't run the ball. He's serious, but we kept it up. We had over 160 yards running. I said a lot of it had to do with Dart. Give you that, but we were able to keep it up. You can see the run really started taking effect in the second half, which was really fantastic. But once again, when you're losing by 17 points to the 49ers, you can't really run the ball. You could if you just basically want to lose the game. But if you want to try to come back and win the game, you got to throw the ball. Right? So it goes to show you. But it's just, once again, it's just another, you could talk about this game to blow in the face once again, but just another tough loss. And you just look back, it's like, wow, we should have won this game. We should have beat the Broncos. We really should have beat the Cowboys. And you look at it, it's like, we were the better team for 3.5 quarters. We were the better team against the Broncos for 3.5 quarters. We were a better team against the Cowboys. We were the better team against the Saints. Really, could have had 4 more wins. Maybe we weren't that much overpowering the Chargers, but the Chargers, it wasn't like the Chargers are so much better than we were. That was a very even game there. It was very, very even against the Eagles when we beat them. Right? The Eagles moved the ball, we moved the ball. We weren't being blown out or nothing like that. It was just a couple of games we really looked pretty bad. the first Commander game, the second Eagle game, and the 49er game. Other than that, even the Chief game, the Chiefs weren't blowing us out at all. We just couldn't move the ball offensively. Put Dart in there, things might have changed a little bit. But once again, it's all 2-8. You are what you are, and so the Giants have 3 very tough games coming up. Hold on. Oh, okay. I think it's in this order. The Packers at home. Then we're playing Detroit in Detroit. Then we got the Patriots. I can't remember if that's at home or is that the schedule? Nope. Let's see. Hold on. Let's try this again here. All right. Can't remember if the Patriots at home or if they're on the road. At New England. Then the last 4, then we got a bye week. Then we have final 4 games. The only one on the road is the Raiders. So we got at home, we got the Commanders. At home, we got the Vikings. At home, we got the Cowboys. And then on the road, the Raiders. So those are the final 4 games are winnable. Not saying we're going to win any of them, but those 4 games are very winnable. 3 of them are home. The next 3 are very difficult. You got the Patriots, I think, are leading their division, right? They got to be leading their division, yeah. Then you got the Detroit and the Packers. So you got 3 really tough games. So we could be maybe 2-11. Not quite say. But those final 4 games, 3 of them are at home. Very winnable teams. Not one of them, right, has a winning record. Let me see. What are the Vikings? Yeah, the Vikings are 4-5. So we got 4. The final 4 games. Not one of them is against a team with a winning record, and 3 of them are at home. So we'll have to wait and see. But once again, it's time for a change, right? It's a little breath of fresh air.